You eat healthy, you exercise, you try to follow all the rules, and somehow your body still feels inflamed, bloated, tired, and resistant to every effort you make. I am Dr. Phyllis. I'm a genetic weight loss physician, and I lost 100 pounds not by eating less, but by finally eating in a way that made sense for my body, a way that reduced stress on my metabolism instead of adding to it. Because here's the truth most women never hear. Your body has been talking to you this entire time. The bloating after meals, the cravings you cannot explain, the afternoon crashes, the stubborn weight that feels glued to your midsection. These are not character flaws. They're signals, and your body reacts to food based on biology, not willpower. And when you start eating in alignment with your genetics and your physiology, something remarkable happens. So today, I want to show you exactly what shifts in your biology when you finally stop forcing nutrition strategies that work for other people and start working with your own biology instead. I'm going to walk you through what happens inside of your cells, your hormones, your metabolism, and your appetite when you begin eating according to the way that your system is built. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why your body has been fighting you and what happens when it no longer has to. Eating for your DNA doesn't mean guessing what your genes say. It means looking at how your body responds to food in real time, how you process carbohydrates, fats, proteins, nutrients, environmental stressors, and even the time you eat your meals. But you don't see that directly. What you see is the downstream effects. You see it in your energy levels, in your digestion, in your blood sugar stability, in your inflammatory response, in your cravings, in your mood, in your sleep, in your mitochondrial function. And when you eat foods that match your physiology, you reduce the metabolic stress on your mitochondria. The mitochondria are the tiny little engines inside your cells that convert nutrients into usable energy. And when they struggle, you feel tired, foggy, inflamed, and hungry. And when they run smoothly, everything runs easier. Your energy stabilizes, your digestion becomes predictable, your appetite normalizes. And so this is what people mean when they say, once I start eating for my body, everything changed. This video will show you what is actually happening inside of you when you make that shift. The first major change most of my clients experience is a reduction in inflammation. So what they'll notice is less bloating, less puffiness, fewer digestive issues, fewer headaches, clearer skin, better sleep, less heaviness in the body. And this is not magic, it's science, it's physiology. When you eat foods that your body cannot break down efficiently, the immune system reacts, and it creates inflammatory cytokines that create swelling, water retention, and digestive distress. And this is why women feel bloated even when they're eating perfectly. And so when my clients start feeding their body foods that their body can process well, the inflammatory signals drop, the cells hold less water, digestion clumps down, and their body feels lighter. I'm not promising that everyone's face changes in 7 days. It depends on many factors, including hydration, sodium intake, sleep, and hormonal shifts. But the reduction in internal inflammation is real, measurable, and one of the first signs that your body is being fed in a way that honors its biology. This is the first step in creating a body that works for you instead of against you. The next change is energy. Most women live on a roller coaster of highs and crashes. Coffee to start the day, cravings at noon, exhaustion by 3, brain fog in the evening. This is not normal. This is a sign that your mitochondria is struggling. And if your mitochondria cannot create stable energy, then they're overwhelmed by the wrong types of fuel. For example, some of my clients can metabolize carbohydrates more efficiently while others feel terrible on low-carb diets. And others metabolize fat smoothly but feel sluggish with high carbohydrate intake. These patterns are influenced by genetics, and my clients feel the mismatch long before they ever see their genetic report. When you eat in alignment with the way that your mitochondria uses fuel, your energy becomes steady, your brain fog lifts, your focus improves, your mood stabilizes, and you can stop relying on caffeine to fuel the day. This is what it feels like when your cellular engines run clean instead of struggling against metabolic stress. And this brings us to something that most women don't even know. Oxidative stress is the accumulation of metabolic damage inside your cells. Think of it like rust. A little is normal, a lot slows everything down. High oxidative stress means that your cells are struggling. So you may experience fatigue, cravings, slower recovery after meals, weight loss resistance, difficulty concentrating, and inflammation. And when you start eating in a way that reduces oxidative stress, your mitochondria begin to repair, your metabolic flexibility improves, and you can access energy more efficiently. And this is the foundation for the next shift. So before we go into the 2 most powerful changes women experience when they start eating according to their DNA, I want to tell you this. If you're tired of eating perfectly and still feeling bloated, inflamed, and exhausted, there's a reason. The link is in the description below. Now let me show you the final 2 changes women experience when they stop fighting their biology. Cravings are not a lack of discipline. They are biological messages. When you eat foods your body cannot break down efficiently, your blood sugar becomes unstable and your hunger hormones misfire. Ghrelin, your hunger hormones, will rise unpredictably, and leptin, which should signal fullness, will become less effective. The results are cravings that feel uncontrollable. But when you begin eating in a way that aligns with your physiology, your hunger and fullness cues normalize, and your body no longer needs to beg for energy. You stop craving sugar, and you stop thinking about food all day. You stop overeating at night because your brain finally feels nourished. And it's like someone turned the volume down on all the noise in your body, and you don't have to fight cravings because they simply stop screaming. This shift is one of the most freeing experiences my clients describe. You feel like you're getting your mind back. The last major change is your body composition. I want to be clear because this is what we're all striving for, but it really becomes the cherry on top when we think about all of the changes that happen in terms of your hormone, sleep, stress, and activity level. But what women consistently notice is this, that their body begins to let go of stored fat more easily, their waist feels smaller, their clothing fits differently, their arms feel lighter, their midsection softens in just 30 days. By reducing oxidative stress and improving insulin sensitivity and reducing inflammation, your metabolic environment becomes calmer and your body no longer feels the need to hold on to protective fat stores. And this is the moment when women say, my body finally works. They're not eating less and they're eating correctly for their physiology. And that is when everything changes. So you've spent years blaming yourself for things that were never your fault. You thought you lacked willpower. You thought you were doing something wrong. And you thought you were the problem, but you aren't. Your body is overwhelmed. Your metabolism is stressed. Your cells are struggling. And once you understand what your biology has been trying to tell you, everything becomes so much easier. This is the first step towards eating in alignment with your DNA instead of fighting against it. Your biology is not your enemy. You just need to understand what it needs. So click the link below to book your consultation. Your body is ready to work with you. Talk soon.